Over the weekend, motorists had a much easier traverse on both the Brothers and Florida bridges in St. John. However, is it a temporary or permanent fix to the problem? GBN contacted the Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Infrastructure, Kevin Blash, who visited the area along with the parliamentary representative for St. John, Kieran James, a day after GBN aired the concerns of residents. Blash told our news desk that the Brothers Bridge project was on the books for a long time and was one of two components under the Caribbean Development Bank funded projects. He explained that part of the delay in the completion of the bridge was due to logistics. The CTO said the work on the Brothers Bridge is substantially done, with just gabion baskets to be placed, the approaching slab to be fitted, and the application of asphalt.
These challenges, the construction of the bridge did commence. And in the most recent weeks, because of the heavy rains that would have taken place in November, that would have slowed the progress in reinstating the approach slab, which is basically that is the portion of land just before the bridge on either side. The reason why the rains would have caused a delay there is because the backfill material has to be put in at an optimum moisture content. This moisture content now would allow the fill to be compacted as tightly or as densely as possible. In terms of the works to be completed on the bridge, on the northern side, that is closer to the St. John's Christian Secondary School, that top side, we have to put in a gabion basket wall on the left-hand side of the bridge, as the photos would show. What that would allow is for the fill material in that area to be compacted quite densely, so that long-term you would not have any issues like what we see in upstream at the Florida Bridge, which we...
The CTO explained what the situation is with the Florida Bridge and how they intend to correct the issue.
That was not typically... Well, what was typically supposed to be done was not included in that bridge. As a result, the material on the bridge was able to move laterally or left to right. And over time, due to the impact of vehicles passing on the road and the influx of water from rainfall or the nearby river, that typically washes out the area. So our thinking was, because the fix at the Brothers Bridge was a bit quicker, we would have moved to reopen traffic along Brothers Bridge, and that would give us enough time to do more substantial work up at Florida. So the works to be done at Florida, as you can see, we have already begun stockpiling some backfill material, which eventually, once things go well, we would basically excavate just on the approach to the Florida Bridge, put in this new fill material, create a proper base and foundation for that fill material, then backfill the area. We would also now construct a reinforced concrete retaining wall or retaining structure to help lock that backfill material in place.
Blash gave the assurance that the scope of work still to be done should be complete in about 3 weeks' time.
Brothers Bridge, on the Brothers Bridge, the placement of the gabion basket, because it takes place on the side of the road, that would be able to proceed without hindering the movement of traffic. Because when that road is open, that will allow us now to do our work up at Florida, more substantially creating access to persons. After the work at Brothers is complete and ready for the asphalting, then we would do some redirecting of traffic back up to Florida just for a couple of days, so that the paving and so on could take place.
Christina John, GBN News.